Well, ladies and gentlemen, we really have some awesome news for you guys. Finally, Yuri Tielemans deal is about to happen. We're also going to talk about a winger Arsenal are supremely interested in. Adam Hlozek, before moving to Bayer Leverkusen, his father has revealed something that we need to know. Also, Milinkovic Savic. Why are Arsenal even looking at that in that direction? We'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about another exciting player getting linked with Arsenal for a very cheap price, and of course, outgoings from Arsenal will happen as well. So have an eye on that in the next in this month itself. So if you see daily Arsenal content, what are you waiting for, bro? Consider subscribing. What do you want to consider? Subscribe. Let's follow Arsenal together, yeah? So the first news that we have is this is Aaron Ramsdale and Benjamin White wearing Arsenal's new culture kit. The new culture range. That's what they call it. It's looking peng and I need to earn more so that I could afford that. Yeah. Says someone who does not buy jerseys, does not buy original jerseys. Moving on. So let's talk about Adam Hlozek. His dad actually spoke to Denik Sport. He said that Arsenal actually tried to hijack Bayer Leverkusen's deal and they wanted to sign him. He says, when Leverkusen was almost done, we learned about a huge intervention from Arsenal, but the negotiations were already a long way off. He also admitted Hlozek's deep affection for Arsenal. He's a big Arsenal fan. Like, we know it from his old days. Like, seriously. So let's talk about more stuff. Let's talk about Lisandro Martinez. We have a lot of information about Lisandro Martinez, and it looks like he might actually pick Arsenal. So, according to Marcos Duran, Lisandro Martinez has joined preseason with Ajax after 2 rounds of discussions with the club. Ajax hope to receive higher bids for him because there were reports suggesting that he did not report himself back along with the other international players today. But that is according to a Twitter account named The European Lad. He said that no, it might not happen because he has not arrived, but apparently he has. So let's stick to that. Well, talking about Lisandro Martinez in K Golazo podcast, Fabrizio said, Lisandro Martinez has been very clear with Ajax. The message, I want to go to the Premier League. Manchester United are confident, but Arsenal will be on it until the end. This week will be really important for the player side, which club he wants to go. That's more important for him, and that's what we need to know as well. Because, come on, man, this saga is really. I'm really feeling a little bit of some sort of letdown. So let's see where exactly we are at the moment. Because even Charles Watts says that Arsenal are not out of it. Just don't give in. That's what he also wanted to say. Because Ben Jacobs says Arsenal see Lisandro Martinez as a first team player. Despite Eric Ten Hag link, player is sold on Arteta's idea. United sources feel confident of a deal just shy of 45 million, but Arsenal sources are also saying they're firmly in the race for the player. So Fabrizio Romano also confirms that Lisandro Martinez's agent has confirmed that Lisandro Martinez did report himself at the club today. So that's the update, ladies and gentlemen, that we have about Lisandro Martinez this week. I would say the upcoming week. I don't think so anything will happen in this week. Moving on, so let's talk about Alex Grimaldo. Now, why do I want to talk to you about Grimaldo here? Because it looks like Arsenal are interested because they are attentive about the situation. What happens with Lisandro Martinez, and they are really interested in Grimaldo, get another fullback from Benfica. The weird part is that Lyon have also joined the race to sign him. He would be available for 7.5 million euros. 7.5 million euros. I know his crosses are not that good, but 7.5 million euros for Grimaldo. I'm really interested. Yeah, I need to know what happens next. Let's see what happens next. Exclusive Mark Irvine exclusive about Yuri Tielemans. This is why you are here to watch this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So let's talk about Mark Irvine exclusive for Sun Football. He says that Arsenal are ready to launch 30 million pound bid for Yuri Tielemans and are confident of beating Manchester United for his signature. Arteta has been given the green light to pursue Tielemans, confident of doing a deal for 30 million pounds. Leicester will reluctantly let him go because they can't do anything. Tielemans has made it clear that he's keen to become a major player in Arsenal's rebuilding process. His signing will not be the end of Arteta's spending spree. Bro, when Mark Irvine speaks, you better listen. It really, really is going to be supremely interesting to see where they are, because Fabrizio says that Arsenal are very good at keeping it quiet this summer. Fabio Vieira was out of nothing. In 24 hours, I'm sure Edu is working on something. He spoke to K Golazo podcast. That itself was fantastic, wasn't it? So yes, Sunsport also say that Mikel Arteta has turned to Yuri Tielemans after Ruben Neves was priced out of it because Wolves want 75 million pounds for him. That is crazy, crazy valuation. Even Ruben Neves would think, bro, you're stopping my progress. Let me go. Ask something low, man. Arsenal have also explored the possibility of a bid for Lazio's Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, but he would cost in the excess of 50 million pounds. Probably the Sergei Milinkovic-Savic news that is actually coming out might be smokescreen, but Yuri Tielemans is the player that they're looking at the moment. So interesting. Also at the K Colazo podcast, before talking about Marcelo Bielsa's assessment of Ben White, Fabrizio said, for Arsenal, we will see if they go for another winger. I will try to let you know who is the player that they will want to target. I have an indication, but I can't speak yet because I have to check and I want to make sure I'm mentioning the right name. So Arsenal are looking at another winger, man. Yes, Arsenal are looking at another winger. They would want to sign another winger, and I'm supremely excited to know who is that. Who are they looking at? Wow, interesting, isn't it? I love it. I really love it. Also, Sun Football also mentioned the possibilities of departure of Nicola Pepe, Ben Leno, Hector Bellerin, Lucas Torreira, and of course Pablo Mari, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and Reece Nelson. Everyone is available for sale, but so far no attractions at all. That is why. I don't know why our players don't have any attraction from any club, but even if they do, they somehow want to pay less. Anyways, Marcelo Bielsa believes Ben White would be equally as effective as a defensive midfielder with a few more appearances in the role. He says, I think if he plays 10 or 15 matches in this position, he would have impact in the same way he does as a centre-back. He said this in 2020. So interesting. We've got a lot of versatility in our squad. We just had that. Anyways. So, talking about more stuff, let's talk about the player who also has received his first professional contract with Arsenal. Charles Sagoe Jr. also has signed. He's a forward. He's actually signed a new professional contract with Arsenal. Congratulations to you. That's apparently that. So, no Rafinha, no problem. Arsenal are getting a winger, and I'm pretty much sure I'm really interested to know how exactly things will turn out to be. Let's see where we are, and let's see how we are going to go on about in this window further from this point. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe.